Yes, to get my son some shoes.
Okay, why are you getting him shoes?
Okay, he needs some shoes. He said he wants some blue shoes.
How much you paying child support?
You know how much I pay?
$1,100.
Okay, I pay $1,100.
Okay, so that's not enough?
And?
That's not enough for her to get her son some shoes?
Y'all see this shit? You see this shit, bro?
You see what shit? Don't add him in this.
You see what I
do? Do not add him in this.
No, I'm saying
I'm working an extra. So I'm working an extra job for our household. For your son?
Okay, cool.
For your son.
Why not put it on the bills?
So you could buy all of this. You didn't buy me nothing.
Put it on the bills.
You didn't buy me anything.
Why not pay my half on the bills? I pay my half on the bills. What's the problem?
So you pay your half on the bills, but you over here FaceTiming your baby mama in front of me.
Yes.
Like, that's disrespectful as fuck.
I'm showing her the shoes I'm buying my son.
But y'all over here cupcaking and shit on FaceTime.
Bro,
and I'm right here, and you ignoring me.
We're not sitting right here.
Like, that's rude.
Her, bro.
That's rude.
I was not. Look at this shit, bro.
So that's what you want to do? Because you about to go back home with me.
I literally came down here to a Adidas store to buy my son some shoes. I FaceTime her.
You're not buying me shoes. You can put those back.
Her. No,
you can put those back.
No, don't put them back, bro. Don't put them back, bro.
No, you can put those back.
Listen.
So are you going to buy me some? Are you going to buy my daughter some?
I already told you that. We can go upstairs. We can go upstairs and get some shoes.
Why you didn't start there then?
I already told you that.
Why you didn't start upstairs for me and my daughter then?
Okay, check this out. My son come first. My son
I understand that, but you're paying child support every month.
Okay, I know that.
$1,100.
I know that. Okay, we're gonna buy him some shoes.
Okay.
We're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna buy you and Naya some shoes. Okay.
All right.
Chill out. Like, okay, we cool.
You're not. No, you can put those back though.
Don't put them back,
You can get some cheaper shoes. You're not about to pay for no shoes. That's that much.
You can get cheaper shoes. Then.
No, you could get cheaper shoes.
You want to pay less, bro? No.
You barely pay the bills at home, my nigga. You barely pay the bills at home though.
You see what motherfucker got to deal with, bro? Just to buy his son some shoes.
I'm not about to do this. Like,
not about to do what? Not about to do what?
You can put those back. I'm not about to do this with you.
For what?
I'm not about to do this with you. Thank you.
I'm the man, bro. I'm the man.
Thank you. He put the shoes back. So go look for something else.
You ain't getting yours either.
I'm not getting mine.
You're not getting
yours. And you're not getting yours either. Don't play with me.
All right, cool. Whatever.
Don't play with me.
All right, whatever.
You're not getting yours, sweetie.
Let's go.
You see this body? You ain't getting yours.
Okay, we see it. Okay, we see it. Okay, whatever, bro. We see it, bro. Look at this shit I got to deal with, bro.
Pick out my
shoes. What would you do, bro? If your son wanted some shoes. No, for real. What would you do if your son wanted some shoes?
Why are you putting him in this?
What would you do, bro? What would you do, bro?
Why are you putting him in this?
How many pair of shoes you got at home that
like, seriously?
Whatever. All right, whatever, man. I'm cool. Hey, you know what?
I've been cool.
Listen, when we get home, I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving. Okay. I'm leaving. I'm gonna come back and buy myself some fucking shoes.
Buy me some shoes tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Have a nigga buy you some shoes. Okay.
Bye.
Bro, you see this shit, bro?
How you doing, guys? Myself, Chris Pretty OBE here, and you have a quick one. Real talk, true seasons. Don't worry, I'll wait. And a lot of people can sit there and say, who's in the wrong? Now, first and foremost, I'm not trying to pick out anybody. I'm not trying to blame anyone. There's not a woman or a man that I'm trying to blame in this situation. But I just want to hail out to the man right now. And big respects goes out to you. And it's very, very hard and very, very difficult in them situations. And there's a lot of us men out there right now that has been in similar situations like that, in the sense of it's very, very hard for a woman to stand there and be like, oh, look at the way you're all pally-pally. You're buying clothes and you're buying stuff for your son and all the rest of it. And it is a bit hard because I can hear where the woman's coming from, in a sense of, raw, like sometimes you guys might still have a great relationship. She's feeling a little bit insecure. She doesn't know whether you're going to get back with that ex-partner. And sometimes that ex-partner might be doing too much, might be doing the most, calling up too much, texting too much. They need this, they need that. And sometimes it can cause rifts and if not complications in your own relationship, to a point now where she's doubting you. She's doubting what you're capable of doing, or your honesty, or your trust. If you're saying there, I'm just going to go and meet my son. Oh, who's going to be there? Is she going to be there? You know, if your son's got a birthday or Christmas and all these kind of stuff, of having to manage and if not divide the time if you have now got a child with this new partner. And like she was saying inside the video, what about my child? What about my child? And this is why I'm going to flip it also to you ladies as well. It's very hard that she was saying that she didn't want him to buy the shoes for her son, but the fact that you picked him as a man, let yourself know that if you ever had a child for him, he will step up and he will be a dad and he will be a father. And that's what I find so sad, that the fact that you don't want him to take care of his duties, but if it was your child, you would expect yourself to be getting them trainers. So right now, if you flip it around on the other head and you was that mother and you had a child with him, you would expect him to stand up. You would expect him to buy the shoes. You would expect him to, no matter what, if you're in another relationship, as long as you're taking care of your business, that mother would expect him to hold up his duties. Like he said, he's still paying child support and he wants to buy his son some trainers. And 9 times out of 10, men go through the situation, and there's a lot of men that sometimes might steer more to the relationship that they're actually in, and then starts sort of kind of neglecting the child because that woman's not allowing him to feel comfortable enough to be able to go and see his son and handle family's business. 9 times out of 10, men are in situations where they're trying to see their child, and because they're in a relationship, that baby mother is now causing more rifts, and if not causing more complications, to a point where he can't see the child. Do you see where I'm going with this one here, guys? It gets to a stage where that man is in the middle, and 9 times out of 10, we can all sit there and say, dog, guys ain't shit and guys are dogs, and there's a percentage of man them, and we all know they're over there, Tyrones and the Jeromes, them man are over there, we know where they are. But we're talking about the percentage of men that do stand up, the percentage of men that want the best, the percentage of men that do lay down with a woman and has a lot of love. He might not want to be in love with her, he might not want to like be in a relationship, he might not love her, but he's got enough love for her to be able to have that respect, to be able to have that communication, so his son or his daughter is having the right observation, in the sense of the right upbringing, making sure that he is around, because 9 times out of 10, guys ain't around, fathers ain't around. So if there's fathers trying to step up and be the great fathers that they're trying to be, and then now you're with a woman that's also now isolating you and telling you why you stepping up for your son, but if it was on the other shoe, she would expect you to do the same thing for her child. And this is where we've got to nip it in the bud, and I'm screaming out to a lot more of you men, be more like him, man. Don't sit there and allow a woman to make you feel that you shouldn't be taking care of your child, or you shouldn't be raising your child, or you shouldn't be spending time with them, or if not spending money on them. So I'm thankful that the fact that he said he's just gonna leave her, and even then she didn't have no respect. She was like, I'll just get another guy to buy me some trainers. So that just goes to show sometimes how much respect that she had for you in the first place. But what do you guys think? Who's in the wrong? Who's in the right? Have you been in a similar situation? This goes out to guys and women. Have you been in similar situations? Women, if you have been in that situation, how did you deal with it? Was you just like this woman? Was you a little bit hurt? Did you not understand the full understanding when you was actually saying certain things to him? Was you that woman that sat back and said, you know what, I can understand where you're coming from, and try to make that a much more of a smoother, easier transition for your child? And men, what have you been through? I can guarantee you that most men be telling me loads of stories right now of similar stories that you guys have been through. What have you been through? Comment below. But let's get this message shared, and at the same time, let's debate this topic. What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.